Welcome along to another edition of Weekend Winners. Hopefully we're going to find plenty of winners for Albion Park on Saturday night, the main meeting of the week. 8 events and start time for race 1, 6:08. Plenty of good jackpots coming through for this meeting on Saturday night as well, so make sure you check out the TAB website. In this edition of Weekend Winners, we're going to be catching up with drivers Hayden Barnes, Nathan Dawson and Narissa McMullen. All look to have really good chances on this program. Fascinated by the free-for-all, which is race number 5 on the program. So that is going to be the highlight for mine. Looking forward to it, but we'll catch up with these drivers and find out what they think about some of their drives this weekend. Hayden Barnes is about to join us. A couple of good drives at Albion Park on Saturday night, part of this 8-race program. Hayden, let's start with Al Buscemi. Race 2, horse 1. This horse has been crying out for a good draw. He finally gets it. How do you rate his chances?
Yeah, he's been waiting for that good draw, and comes up to barrier 1. There's a bit of speed to the outside, so hopefully he can hold the leaders back and he'll be right there in the finish.
You've got a nice one on your outside in Prophecy, amongst others, but is it a case of who gets there first before you hand over?
Yeah, more than likely. We don't have a whole lot of speed to start with, so we should be able to muster enough early to let pretty much the 2 go, or it should be the first one there, really.
Al Buscemi, recent form really good off some awkward draws. It's a huge advantage to have the inside running here at Albion Park.
It is, definitely. He raced really good parked out, which doesn't suit him at all. That was a couple of starts ago. He fought on quite good, so back to the 1 behind leader, hopefully, and he should be right there in the finish, yes.
Okay, so he shouldn't be sold short in this race?
No, definitely not. Hopefully they don't go too fast, but we still should be right there.
Righto. Race number 3, Grizzly Montana. Speaking of tricky draws, gate 5. What are your thoughts on his chances?
Yeah, he's racing really good too without having a lot of draws, and hopefully we can get forward there and get a nice spot. He should be there as well.
It looks open, but is Cobbler Lane the horse to beat in that field?
I think so. Just got it. It's drawn wide, but still racing really good form and been racing some nice horses and still been not far away. And it's probably the one to beat, yes.
Right, so Grizzly Montana, if you get that little bit of luck, he can certainly feature?
Yeah, I think he's probably one of my better chances for the night. So he should, if he gets that right trip, he won't be far away.
All right, I'm keen to pick your brain on Madame Lisa. Speaking of horses going well, but she's looking to overcome a tough draw outside of the second row, but the run last week was really good.
Yeah, she likes to be on the speed. Draw probably doesn't really suit her a lot this week, but once she gets back to drawing front row and probably be in front, it's probably her best spot to be, but she can't really get there. But she's normally doing a fair bit of work, and she's right there in the finish as well.
All right, one final one. Northview Hustler. Your dad Al's taking the drive on Saturday night. They're very hard races, these open races. What did you expect, and what were your thoughts on last week, and how do you think he'll measure up this weekend?
He still raced quite good last week, first up for a couple of weeks, and they ran that good time, and with the nice trail and draw, he probably should be thereabouts again. 2100's more up his alley than the mile, and yeah, I sacked myself after last week, so Dad's on board this week and see what he does.
All right, the pressure's certainly on Al. Of the 3 drives, Al Buscemi, Grizzly Montana, Madame Lisa, what are you going to nominate as your best?
Probably Al Buscemi, just because it's got that barrier 1 there, which is a big advantage, so it's probably my better chance for the night, yes.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Leading driver Nathan Dawson now joins us. A couple of good drives for Nathan on Saturday night. Nathan, let's start with Dolly Mac Lombo. Last start winner, draws well here off the front row, and she is a mare with gate speed. How do you assess her chances?
Yeah, she's going very well of late. Her trial first up in the stand was very good, and then her run last week was exceptional. So you think with a bit of luck, she'd be hard to beat.
Can she head off Just a Little Talk, who also won last time out when leading?
Oh, I'm not sure. It's pretty quick out, and it went well last week, so just good. Maybe if we slip behind, it would be even better.
Yeah, it's hard when they're drawn side by side. You just need that little bit of room to move, and when they're side by side, it's hard to cross them.
Yeah, that's right. You better be drawn out wider than right by side. Usually they race each other, so you can't get much of an advantage side by side.
Speaking of Just a Little Talk, is she the horse to beat?
Yeah, for sure. And also the one horse went well as well. I think they're the 2 to beat, and they've got the draw to help them, so it's going to be a hard race.
All right, well that's Dolly Mac Lombo. Aztec Bromac, you picked up the drive. Robbie Morris, duly represented here. He's opted for Pembroke's Passion. He went very close last week. Again, he lands a good draw. Looks a top chance.
Yeah, that's right. It's a perfect draw for him, not to do too much work and still lob a handy spot. So hopefully with the right run, he'll be there in the finish.
They're very competitive races, these free-for-allers at the moment. Luck plays a huge role.
Yeah, that's right. It's all about luck at the moment. I mean, all the horses are on the same level, so there's no standouts at the moment, so it's all about luck.
You've got plenty of speed drawn around you. Mafuta Vorton to your inside, Matt Gregor to your outside, so they're going to be running early.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to come out and try and hold a forward position, and hopefully the speed's on, which will suit us.
All right. Ivanov in the last, the trot. Really good beginner, looks well placed here, and in particular over the shorter trip.
Yeah, that's right. He's a perfect little trotter, never misses a beat, so his early speed, which is from the stand, helps him a lot.
And the other thing too, it doesn't look like it's carrying the big name trotters like we've seen in the past couple of weeks. No Empire Bay, no Over and Over, so looks a good race for him.
No, that's right. It's probably the perfect race for him on a Saturday night, and he's drawn pretty handy, so it'll be good.
Okay, so of those three, which is the pick of them?
Probably Aztec Bromac. He's got a bit of class on his side, and if we have that luck, we'll be right in the finish.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Narissa McMullen is about to join us. Narissa, you start in race 3 on Saturday night. Caesar's Astrum, on paper, this looks a fairly open race. Runs from gate 3, but is the draw a little tricky?
It is a little bit tricky. She's not blessed with brilliant gate speed, but I think we'll have to push forward and try and find a handy position.
On your inside, My Bella Rose, she's a very fast beginner, so does that help in any way?
It probably does help a little bit. Hopefully we can at least get across to the running line, and then we've got options from there, but she'll run a nice race.
Looking in the last, quietly spoken, the trotter. Second up, how did you assess the first up run last week?
She was pretty good first up, probably the last 50 fitness told, but she'll be better for that run and back to the stand this week, so I won't have to bustle her early off 20 metres.
Okay, what about the distance? 2,138 metres. Is that more her liking, or does she like her over the longer trip?
No, 21 probably suits her, so no, I think she'll go well.
All right, that's quietly spoken. Of those 3 horses, who do you nominate as your best for the weekend?
Probably Get a Rattle On.
Okay, I've got to ask about Tommy Gunn. He's an early scratching from the free-for-all. Does that mean he's been sold to North America?
Yeah, he's sold. He'll finish his career over in America, and I'm sure he'll do a great job over there.
He's been awesome for you, though, since coming from New Zealand.
Yeah, he's been really good. I never imagined he'd be this good when I bought him, and it's going to be sad to see him go.
We'll be watching with interest, because I'm sure wherever he ends up, whatever size track, he'll be very competitive.
Yeah, I'm keen to follow him over there, and I hope he does an awesome job.
Appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Chris.
Looking for the best bet for this meeting on Saturday night. I think we've got to be patient. Wait for race 7, the second last, but I'm keen on the chances of 9, Brad's Luck. Of course, this horse came north with Bernie Hewitt. He's remained here, changed ownership, now raced by Greg Mitchell, trained by Grant Dixon. His form's very strong. He's drawn to get a nice run through at the start. He's a strong type, and I think this is his race to win on Saturday night. So I'm marking him the best bet. Race 7, number 9, Brad's Luck. Good luck punting on Saturday night.